but that basically Europeans, white men, white women, you come from the goddamn caves. You were cavemen. You were sleeping in those caves. You were fornicating with wolves and dogs and things like that, and that's what your makeup, your genetic makeup was.
And what does it mean, huh? What's the Caucasian mean? That means a cave dweller. Captain Cavemen, do you remember that? Captain Cavemen. We never lived in caves, never at all.
Blacks like this love to call white people cave dwellers, but by doing so, proves their ignorance. To make the statement that white people were the original, and only cave dwellers, is absolutely false. Historical records show that black people were living in caves as late as 45 BC, a time when white people were performing conquests, migrating, and populating the world. Herodotus wrote, "These Cavemen go in their 4-horse chariots, chasing the cave-dwelling Ethiopians, for the Ethiopian cave dwellers are swifter of foot than any men of whom tales are brought to us. They live on snakes, and lizards, and such like creeping things. Their speech is like none other in the world, it is like the squeaking of bats." Page 387, Book 4, Histories by Herodotus.
We never lived in caves, never at all.
Hanno, a 5th century BC Carthaginian admiral, wrote, "Sailing thence we came to the Lixtus, a great river flowing from Libya. By it a wandering people, the Lixiti, were pasturing their flocks, with whom we remained some time, becoming friends. Above these folk lived unfriendly Ethiopians, dwelling in a land full of wild beasts, and shut off by the great mountains, from which they say the Lixtus flows, and on the mountains live men of various shapes, cave dwellers, who, so the Lixiti say, are fleeter of foot than horses." Page 1, The Periplus of Hanno, by Hanno, a Carthaginian admiral of the 5th century BC.
We never lived in caves, never at all.
Strabo, who lived from 63 BC to 24 AD, was a Greek historian, geographer, and philosopher. He wrote the following on the Ethiopian cavemen, also known as troglodytes. The troglodytes go to war about the pasturage, at first pushing their way through with their hands and then with stones, and also, when a wound is inflicted, with arrows and daggers, but the fighters are reconciled by the women, who advance into the midst of the combatants and ply them with entreaties. Their food consists of flesh and bones which are first chopped up together and wrapped in skins and then baked, or prepared in numerous other ways by the cooks, whom they call unclean, so that they not only eat the flesh, but also the bones and the skin, and they also use the blood mixed with milk. They always go lightly clad, wear skins, and carry clubs, and they not only mutilate their bodies, but some of them are also circumcised, like the Egyptians. The Ethiopian Megabari have iron knobs on their clubs, and also use spears and shields made of rawhide, but the rest of the Ethiopians use bow and arrow and lances. Page 339, Book 16, Geography, Volume 7, by Strabo.
Sometimes, if the cow refuses, they'll stimulate its sexual organs. This unusual technique encourages the cow to lactate, its natural response to a calf attempting to suckle. Young boys are often responsible for carrying out this task. Another custom is showering under urinating cows.
We never lived in caves, never at all. What? Right, we are the Hebrew Israelites.
Judges 6:1. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of Midian 7 years. And the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel, and because of the Midianites the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains, and caves, and strongholds.
We never lived in caves, never at all.